everybody, Mike Iaconelli. Welcome to a brand new in the shop, actually in the shop in the backyard. And I'm with Nick from Fish Texas Kayak Trailers. And man, I got something to show you guys. I haven't been this excited probably since Christmas, but this is a big day for me because finally, after a long time of looking at these from afar, I'm officially owner of a Fish Texas Kayak Trailer. Nick, thank you for delivering this.
You're welcome.
Dude,
Yeah.
This is actually the first time we're meeting in person. It's so nice to meet you guys. I'm speechless. Like, I'm in shock here looking at this thing. Dude, this is... Vegas, go let that dog in real quick so we don't have Quincy barking and everything. Nick, I'm blown away. This was a natural progression for me. I'm sure a lot of your customers you deal with, here's how it goes. You buy your first kayak, you're excited, you throw it in the back of the truck. That's what I did forever. Then you get a little more advanced. I created a system on top of my truck, I put it on top. Then I went and just modified a jet ski trailer, little DIY. But it got to the point where I wanted a real trailer, a heavy duty trailer, and I wanted a trailer that I could take that kid right there that's smiling, looking at us. I wanted a trailer that we could both go and experience kayak fishing. So this is a dream come true for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I would like to just, can we walk this trailer bit by bit?
Absolutely.
And can you just kind of break it down for me?
Yeah.
Should we start in the front or the back? Because this thing is so tricked out.
We can go wherever you want to go.
All right, let's start in the front. All right, let's start in the front.
Yeah, it's just your, it's just basic 2-inch tongue, 7-pin plug. It's all ran through a light switch on the box. So any of your newer trucks are going to have an accessory wire, so it'll run reverse out the back. It'll consistently give power. Like, you don't have to have batteries, you don't have to have anything. So you just, as long as it's plugged into the truck, you got power to the box. So everything should be great. Yep. We actually do the, I do a bigger hoop here, so you can always put your chains back on it. You know, most people just throw their chains over the top. Right. It scratches the paint, tears the trailer up. Yep. It's just not something that's, I just want to try to make it as efficient as possible for everybody. And so it's got an 8-inch dual wheel tongue jack.
Heavy duty. I mentioned to you earlier, but I don't even have that on my full-size bass boat. Yeah. I really don't. That's crazy.
Yeah, and you saw how easy it was to unload it off the truck. I mean, it's a piece of cake, and it'll run. We can push it all over this field out here. It's not going to go anywhere. So, this is I think it's pronounced N-O. I can't remember. It's actually a box that's supposed to go on like a hitch on the back of a truck or on the side of a rail, but they fit. It's 60 inches wide, so it fits the front of our decks perfectly. Yeah. But I mean, if you open this up, I mean, it'll fit. It'll fit Hobie pedal drives. It'll fit
all lit up
Newport NK300s. It'll fit all of your any kind of trolling motor. It'll fit in here.
This is a big solve for me because you know, we've talked online and on the phone, but one of the things when you're kayak fishing, you got a lot of stuff. You've got drives, you've got your Newport, you got your stuff, and it's always like a chore putting it in the truck, right? Because the truck's already packed with stuff.
Full of rods and full of everything, yeah.
So to have a dedicated space to put those accessories, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And so we also have a NOCO charger in here, a 2-bank charger. So if you wanted to store your batteries inside here, all you got to do is come out here and plug it in. It's just your normal old it's your normal old inside home plug. So you plug your extension cord from the house in. Yeah. Your batteries are already on the charger in here. It charges your batteries. It comes with a six gang marine light switch with chargers.
Whoa. Look at that panel. That's crazy. So everything right here at your fingertips controlling.
Everything's
all
waterproof.
the lights.
Yes, sir. Yep, absolutely. It'll, like, you get out of your truck, walk over here, start hitting buttons, the entire trailer lights up. So,
wow.
Piece of cake.
Wow. Absolutely incredible. This is one of those solves that's a big one for me in kayak fishing. It's just, I didn't have the room anymore in the truck. So to have a place to store it is phenomenal. Before we go any further, can I talk about the color of this trailer?
Yeah, absolutely. That's your color, dude.
My color!
Yeah, that's your color, your truck, and your boat.
First of all, tell me about the paint process on this, and then how did you match this? Because it's dead on. I cannot wait to hook it up to the truck because it's perfect.
It's called Laser Emerald.
Laser emerald, okay.
Yep. And fortunately for you, when you said I want a trailer, I had a customer in New York that had the exact same color. And when you said I want a
Wow.
trailer, what did I tell you? I said I got your color.
Yep.
Because he picked it. He's a military guy. He likes the
Yeah.
green. He wanted everything green, and so
It's
I said, dude,
so
I think this
perfect.
color matches your trailer and your truck perfectly. And
It's-
it literally comes out. I think I'd have to have it parked there next to it, but it's almost identical.
So just, if you're watching this and you're saying that's an amazing paint on the trailer, it's not a wrap.
No.
This isn't a wrap. This is
powder
actual
coated.
paint.
It's powder coated. No, it's powder coated. The whole trailer's powder coated. Yep.
So that's going to last, which I love.
Yeah. So when you think of metal, you think of gray color or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And so when they powder coat, they sandblast the metal, and they blast it with one of those big, huge sandblasting guns, and it
Yeah.
takes them like 30 minutes. It doesn't even look like metal. It's got like a weird gray hue to it. It's gray, but it's not. Like, it's
Yeah.
crazy looking. So they get it down to the absolute raw metal, and then they do like a powder coat primer. Then they do the actual powder coat color, and then this one actually has a clear in it that gives it that gloss look. It's
Right.
shiny. Yeah. So
Right. Wow, that's amazing. All right, the next thing, this I think is so smart because when I first walked this thing, I'm like, what is this open end here? But it's actually a receiver
Yep.
for
any,
everything,
any
right?
kind of accessory that you can imagine.
So tabletops, barbecue grill, you even mentioned a little curtain pole.
Toilet, yeah, a little toilet, shower. They have shower
commode.
curtains, shower curtains, whatever you want.
Wow.
The sky's the limit. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
They even have stuff for like a propane tank, like if you're camping, because we do trailers with we do trailers with like overland rooftop tents and things like
Yeah.
that, and so people need potable water, things like that. You know what I mean? So I mean, it does a lot actually. Like they're very useful, especially on a kayak trailer that does just about everything you want it to do.
Wow,
So.
I could picture myself right here flipping some burgers and dogs after a long day of fishing. You know what I mean? I could picture that. All right, Nick, one of the things that drew me to Fish Texas Trailers, because there's other kayak trailers out there,
Yeah.
but I'm looking at one of the things that drew me to this trailer. Talk a little bit about this system of being able to walk around this trailer. I love this because I coming from a jet ski trailer, you're trapped. There's nowhere to get on there and adjust or, you know, get stuff. Talk about this system on your trailers. This is what makes it for me.
Yeah.
This is what makes it stand out.
Well, the only way I can describe it is I learned the hard way by doing it myself, fishing myself, buying boat trailers. Didn't put nothing on it, put some bunks on it, put my kayak on it, fell in the water. Okay, no, I got to change that. So I'd go home, I'd figure something else out.
Yep.
It didn't work, so I'd go home and figure something else out. Well, then once I got like kind of what I wanted, then that's what came about. I mean, the very first trailer I ever built actually had like a little wood deck on there.
Right.
And then I built it out of wood, left the wood there, and I cut my little V out of that wood. So my kayak would sit in there centered so I could just step into my kayak, not
Yep.
get wet, so forth and so forth. And so wood is just not, it just doesn't work for me.
Right.
So I said, what can I get that still water will run through it if I ever have to get that deep, which you won't, but it's just my design. Our arrow design is what I kind of imagined and invented to make it just that shape. And then your kayak will actually come all the way up to here to this bow.
Right. The nose of the kayak is going to sit right here.
It's a little stainless mount that that mount is not for that. I just designed it myself, and then I bought these by themselves, and so it fits just about every kayak that you can think of. D-rings
Wow.
for your strap to
Yep.
hold everything in place.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, so if you're watching this and you're like me and you had just a regular old school DIY trailer, the days of
Yeah.
are gone, because look at this, guys. I can literally walk around this whole thing legitimately, even on the sides here, and get to anything I need.
And you can walk on the fenders too.
Walk
They're
right
not-
on the
they're
fenders.
Not going anywhere. You can walk all over the top of the fenders. It's not going to hurt nothing.
This is amazing. This is what makes it for me, is that ability to have mobility on the top of it.
A lot of people say, you know, well, it's a kayak. Why don't you just get your feet wet? Well, I don't mind getting wet at all.
Yeah.
But a lot of people like to fish in the wintertime.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to wear knee-high boots to go fishing in the wintertime. So
Yeah.
I mean, the water line will literally be like right here.
Yeah.
And I'm tall. Y'all can see that I'm tall, and I can just step right up out of the water line, and you can just come all the way to the back of the trailer,
All the way.
and then you can open that up and get your rod tubes out or whatever you want to do. I mean, when this is wet, it's a lot more slick, but it's still
Yeah.
super efficient for everyday angler or the tournament fisherman or whatever they want. So
Wow. That's awesome. We were talking, we had a break in the footage there. We had to get another battery, but we started talking about the tires and rims. And one of the things I saw right away, a lot of trailers, when you get them, the cheapest rim and tire they could put on them, right? They can get away with. Not the case here. Talk a little bit about this. This looks heavy duty.
Yeah, so our trailers are lower to the ground, and so we can put a bigger wheel and tire on there. And so we do an actual really, I mean, it's a Gladiator 15-inch. It's an actual radial tire. It's not the bias ply. 15 6 lug. I mean, it's cruise control 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You got no sway in the back. You're just cruising.
Right.
There's nothing. It backs down like a breeze. It's not like backing down a jet ski trailer. I know everybody has that issue backing down a jet ski trailer and they jackknife it 5 or 6 times.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's pointing them at the boat launch and stuff. That's not the case here.
Yeah.
You back it down like you back your boat trailer down.
Yeah. I love it because, you know, the plans, a lot of what I'm doing is not an hour away.
Yep.
It's 7, 10, 15-hour drive one way sometimes. So I love the peace of mind for that tire on a highway. That's amazing.
Yep. I don't want any of our customers to ever have to worry about having a blowout 10 minutes after they leave our shop or 10 minutes after delivery or anything like that. And I know things happen. You're going to run into a nail or whatever, but
yeah.
The really, really cheap bias ply tires, I don't recommend those to anybody.
No,
so
they're bad.
Get a better tire, get a better rim, and then you can, like I said, a lot of people got a hot foot, so they like to drive fast. And so,
yeah, that's awesome. Talk a little bit about the other thing I saw is I've always had an issue of securing the kayak to the trailer. Using Hobie straps, using ratchet straps, never really having a tight, secure fit. This system is amazing because it not only has the rails, but we've got buckles, right? 2 buckles on either side. Talk about that, because that's going to make this, it's going to make this easy.
Yep. Yeah, it's just cargo buckles. We actually sell the cargo buckles and the boat buckles. It just depends on the length or how big the trailer is. But they're automatic ratcheting. They go back in place. They're secure, but it's always everybody else's preference on how they actually strap their kayak down. Some people like the kayak to be super loose up there and bouncing around. That's not me. I'll ratchet it down. I'll travel 5 or 6 hours, and when I get to my stopping point, then I'll release the pressure off the kayak. And so that doesn't hurt the kayak in any way.
Right.
I don't feel like it does. Some people might disagree with that, but that's what I feel like is the best way is to just get it good and tight.
Yeah.
Make sure you're comfortable with it before you get on the road, because you don't want to be picking it up off, what is it, Interstate 95?
Yeah, we don't want to, anything off of 95 is a bad thing.
Yeah, yep. So,
95 in this part of the world is bad.
And then they're adjustable bunks, and they're 12 each adjustment is 12 inches in width. So I mean, you can go from a native Titan X to a autopilot. Autopilot, actually the native Titan, if it's set right, is 8 inches between centers. So this would be 8 inches, like it'd be like right here.
Right.
Or you can do like we have a new canoe back there, and it's 16 inches, and then the front is 14. So you can actually adjust it 14 in and 16 out.
Right.
And it'll slide. So you don't have a bunch of little tiny holes here.
Yeah.
To move it in. It slides just like your pontoon boat trailer does, stuff like that for their bunks.
Right. So if no matter what brand you have, if you end up switching, if next year I go to a different brand and then a different one, you just keep modifying according to your...
You just loosen those up, tighten them back up, ready to go. And everybody says, this is my last kayak. And I tell them all, get the adjustable bunks, because it's not your last kayak.
Right.
And they always end up getting another kayak, and they're thankful that they did, because then they'd have to...
Well, times change, kayaks change, and get better, so yeah. Well, this is awesome. Now, you get to the back, and you think, how much better could things get? But when you get to the back here, things got really good for me. And I already played with this, so we'll look at it again, but we've got fold down steps. We can get on these steps and get up here to this top rack system and then mount it on this rack. What is this? Is this a coffin?
Yep.
It is a coffin, right? Not for bodies though.
No.
This is a rod coffin.
Yep.
Which is unbelievable. I think I had heard somewhere like 30 rods.
25, maybe 30 rods.
25 to 30 rods with the reels. And when I closed my eyes and when we were having initial conversations, one of the things I always told you, I said, man, I'm bringing 8 and 10 rods for these tournaments. And now I'm going to have Vegas, and he's going to have 6 or 8 rods. And where do you put them? Where do you put those rods and reels? And now, and look at the position of this, it's unbelievable. Back of the kayak, here's your H crate, here's your rods. Guys, literally 1, 2, 3. Put your rods away, lock that thing up, and go down the road secure. That's unbelievable. Now, is this I know this rack that you have, you've done some crazy things for customers over the years. So you've done tents, and you've done other types of rod cases. And is this one of the cooler installs you've ever done on this rack? Be honest.
That is.
I
made that rack specifically for that rod coffin.
Wow.
If you look down the sides, it's perfectly flush all the way down both sides. It's the exact same width as
It's exactly.
the rod coffin.
Look at it that way.
It's made for that rod coffin. So
wow. This is unbelievable. This really makes it for me. And this, again, solves a lot of what's nice about the Fish Texas Trailers is you can customize it to what you need. So what I needed was storage for my stuff, storage for my rods. I got it. The other thing I needed, Nick, I want you to tell me about this because this thing's tricked out. It's got lights all over the place. Talk about a little bit about this lighting system.
Yeah,
Look at this thing. How big is this thing?
It's 12-inch light. Actually, I think it's 12.5-inch light bar on the rear. So when you put your truck in reverse, that lights up, and it lights up 45 yards behind you. So a lot of the things that we were talking about before is people when they back up their trucks, that's like jackknifing everywhere they can't see. So if you're a fisherman, you go in the morning, you can't see nothing behind you. You don't even know where the boat launch is.
Right.
You put it in reverse, that thing will it will literally light. It'll guide the way. So.
Yeah. And you're always, you're putting in the morning before it's light out. If you're like me, you're fishing 14-hour days. You're taking out at dark.
Yep.
So this really comes in handy. But this thing's lit up completely underneath, and even we talked about a little undermounting here too as well, right?
Yeah. You have blue LEDs below here that are submergible, waterproof. So whenever you back down, you can flip the switch on those and it lights up the entire lake around you in blue. So like you'll know when you're getting into the water because you'll physically see it. The lights underneath the rack are LED 210-degree lights. So one little light shines down here, one little light shines down there, and it's front and back. So it literally lights up the entire inside of your kayak. Wow. So you can see all your stuff. People wear the headlights and all that stuff. You won't need a headlight to put on your head to go fishing in a kayak with one of these trailers. So these lights are adjustable, so you can turn it, move it wherever you want. I face them down here towards the front because most people put their rods right here, and they're trying to fix something before they go jump in their kayak or whatever, or they're getting their stuff out of the box. And so inside the box is also a light. It's got a light switch, so if you open the box in the morning, you just flip the switch, and the whole inside of the box lights up. So it just makes it super efficient for you to get in and out of the water, and I love these trailers, man. They're awesome, dude.
This thing's awesome. This rack is special. And again, if you're watching this and you have something that you need, a problem that you need fixed, this is the place to do it. So I love the customizable portion of that part of the kayak. So that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's out of the way of your head. There's no headaches. You got to think, even when you back a trailer in the water, the actual height of the trailer lowers because you're backing down at an angle. But it's still not in the way of your physical head. Yeah. So it's a long way out of the way.
Wow.
So,
and the logos look awesome on there as well. That's amazing, dude. This is a dream come true. This is a dream come true for me. I cannot wait to tour around the country with this thing. I cannot wait to get Vegas on the water. We're fishing our first kayak event together. In how many weeks? Vegas, couple weeks? 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
On the Upper Susquehanna.
Yeah,
we're going to be fishing an event together. So perfect timing for me to get this trailer. And dude, this is a dream come true.
Yeah.
I don't know how, it, man. I don't know how it can get any better.
I can't wait to see it in the park, one of them little parking lots at Susquehanna because this would be awesome.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Nick, thank you.
I appreciate it, dude. Thank you. Yep.
There you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this in the shop, in the backyard, checking out this amazing custom kayak trailer. If you want information on this thing, do me a favor, click on the link below. We're gonna have links to Nick's website, his social stuff, all that stuff. And if you wanna get one and customize it to what you need, he'll do it for you. So hope you enjoyed it. Bye. Let's get the kayaks on this thing. Oh my gosh. All right, everybody, kayaks are loaded on the trailer. Next stop, Upper Susquehanna River. Vegas and I have a tournament. Nick, thank you.
Enjoy that thing.
Can't wait to try it.
It's awesome.
We'll see you on the river. Hey everybody, Mike Iaconelli out in the shop. Thanks for watching. And if you like this video, you have to check out that one, and I hope you like them.